conference. And I was struck by Norie's passion, her colourfulness and determination. And I thought, when my partner Tracy and I moved here in 2001 to Sydney, we both thought, we really want to meet this Norie person. And we did, and Norie definitely hasn't disappointed us in person. Now Norie recently hit the global media headlines. The Scavenger online magazine, which I edit, broke the story of Norie's Sex Not Specified document, and then Norie hit the mainstream media. It went literally globally as far as Russia, China. Norie was even in the Sun newspaper in the UK. So she got this Sex Not Specified document, and then only a few days later, after the global media, the New South Wales Attorney General decided that Norie couldn't have that certificate. So it's in a bit of a legal situation at the moment with Norie and sex and gender education. So Norie, as I mentioned, is known as Norie May Welby as well, is a person who always chooses to face the world with openness and honesty. Being honest about her identity, and I'm using sex and gender neutral pronouns, means acknowledging her androgyny, her mix of characteristics that may be variously labelled male, masculine, or female or feminine. The categories of male or female, as defined mutually exclusively, simply do not fit Norie. Norie is what she is, identifying only as a human being, confident that that is enough. Like all of us, Norie feels, thinks and loves, and is concerned with every other person in our intertwined society, as we all are. Norie wants all humans to be free to live their lives and love as they choose, without discrimination. It's that simple. Please welcome our local living legend, Norie!
Thank you. I've scribbled down some notes on the back of the condom packet I had in my pocket, excuse me. And I wonder what all the fuss is coming from the Attorney Generals. What's so dangerous about having an adult who is not legally a man or a woman? And the answer is, of course, we have a Marriage Act that specifically prohibits anyone who's not a man and a woman from getting married. And the United Nations says everyone has the right to get married and form a family, including androgynous people. At the moment, we have the rather absurd situation in Australia where if you're one sex and you fancy the other, and you have sex change surgery and jump according to the binary from male to female or female to male, then you can marry your partner. So our government's created a bizarre situation where post-op trannies and people that have gender issues and enough money and resources to buy this surgery can have a right that you can't. And that's not fair, that's outrageous. We've also got the situation where many people who get heterosexually married as they go through life, one of them may question their gender, one of them may change their gender, thus creating a same-sex marriage which the government does everything it can to destroy, although legally there's no mechanism for dissolving a marriage just because one person changes sex. People wonder why we spend so much time fighting for marriage equality, given that for many young wild people maybe marriage isn't high on the agenda. But the fact is, the issue of equality affects all of us. In particular, it has practical implications for children in relations with same-sex parents, or where one of the parents is gender non-specified. So it has a very real effect on people's everyday lives and concerns. If you know that your parents are married to each other and something happens to one, you know there's someone there to take after the kids. If it's a same-sex relationship, there's no such guarantee. And when things go wrong and one partner might end up in hospital, as happens as we go through life, trouble can really break out if those people aren't given the same rights as every other couple in a marriage right relationship. Marriage equality is so important for all of us.